Hey Taurus, let's make some ambiance for you. I know how you like your environment and everything to look yummy, so some lanterns, pumpkin lanterns. We've got in your reading coming up, we've got some hurts from not being supported exactly the way you would like to be supported from some people that you care about or a person that you care about. We'll talk about it because you're gonna get through it. And there's lots of other areas. You're doing great with your attitude and all the projects and the actions that you're taking. So lots of positive things. Stay tuned. Hey Taurus, I am so glad you're here. And so thankful for your energies right now, because it quite has been the saving grace of what's in my astrological chart. Because with all of this retrograde, with the 5 planets in retrograde, and the pull with the Aries moon that we just came out of, and Chiron and Aries and all of that, and my sun is in Aries, and it's been pulling on me to be reactionary. And my Taurus, which is in Moon, and I have 5 planets in Taurus, thank God, has been like, my Aries is being triggered and being like, come on, let me go get him, let me go get him. And my Taurus is like, no. And then my little Aries is like, yeah, but you know, I'm righteous and I'm right about this. And Taurus is like, I love Taurus. It's one of the most grounded aspects. And it's really, really, really helpful, especially in times like these when going through some questions of areas that we can be triggered on in our lives. It's different for all of us of what those are, but it's really coming into play right now with the energies that are surrounding us and triggering people. So you might have noticed that people are all out of nowhere, like on stupid things, maybe trying to start a fight or have an argument, and it's really a bit unsettling because some of it's coming out of nowhere. That's because it's deep wounds that people are reflecting on and not having that much control over, and then they'll have these little triggers, and then they'll spout out because it's not something they normally wanted to look at. But all this reflective time with these retrograde planets is forcing everybody into sometimes a bit of uncomfortable feelings towards old wounds. And so it's fascinating to see how all the signs are going through it. And I'm really curious to see, because I know that you've been having a lot of growth with the kind of, we were talking before, sort of like a growing up. I'm really curious to see what your cards are saying, because you are one of the most grounded signs, stable can be, unless you have a tantrum. Oh my God. I mean, all signs can have a form of a tantrum. But when Taurus has it, it's like, ooh, because it takes a lot to get a Taurus to have a tantrum. A lot for them. And then they're upset that they're upset. You know, that you made them get off the couch. Don't make me get off the couch. You know what I mean? So let's see what your cards have to say. Let me straighten these. I'll be right back. Oh, hey everybody. I just wanted to remind you that we've got the YouTube zombie algorithms, and they like subscriptions, and they also like thumbs up too, because they're greedy and grumpy. So maybe if you could help us out with one of those, that would be great. Thanks. Okay, Taurus. Let's talk about this. So it does look like there's an underlying wound of some information that you just got recently, and the wound that is deeply felt, is of someone that is not supporting you, should we say, the way you would like to be supported, in that you wish that they would support you, but they're not. And it hurts you. So, and the only way you hurt a Taurus that way, because they're very loyal, is it has to be someone or something close to you that you care about. So you've gotten some, Ace of Swords, some new information, some truths here. And within the actions of what you want to do, the focus, you're not sure. You don't know which direction to go with it. So right now, as the Three of Swords, very sorrowful card, is going deep into your heart, hurting your emotions. It's deep. It's a deep wound. And so this might be one of, a lot of people are dealing with deep wounds right now and triggers and reflecting upon that. This might be somebody that is maybe even consistently doing this to some degree. It's for example, it's like when somebody close to you says they're happy for you, but then they turn around and the way they're actually talking about you to other people and conversations that they're having is not positive. It's rather negative. And you know it, and you've learned of it, and it's heartbreaking. The Three of Swords is like a heartbreaking card. So, what do you do with that? I mean, what do you do with it when it's somebody, it's easy when it's somebody you don't care about. When it's somebody you care about, it just hurts. And you can't really change other people, so what do you do? So let's look at the other cards to see what's going on. All right, so in your attitude down here, it does say that you're doing good within yourself and your world. It's like your growth and everything is sitting up right here, the world and your destiny, your growth of becoming a whole person, and your focus is very directional. You know where you're going, and your actions are in suit with that. So you're doing good. Your attitude's really good. So you're going through some pain, but your attitude's doing really good. I also said with your baseline, it says your reflectiveness, the Hangman and the Moon card right now are the two kind of, and the Hermit are like the cards of the reflectiveness that's going on with like the planets and everything in retrograde, but in this time period. So, and it has to do with wounds going on right now, especially with, Chiron, Aries, all of that. I don't want to get into all the planets and everything, because people are like, what are you talking about? But the Queen of Swords is about the truth. And she's like, go ahead and go into being reflective on this, but make sure that you're dealing with the truths. Be strong about it. Don't take things over personally. She doesn't take things over personally. Let's organize the truths. So in your reflectiveness, let's really be mature. Oh, that was part of your theme. That was part of your theme on your last reading, is a new maturity. And so the Queen of Swords is encouraging you to stick with this and come across this pain that you're feeling from not being properly supported from this person the way you would like them to support you, and to handle it maturely with the facts and your reflection upon it. So in the past, it does say that you have been taken on a lot, but the good news is you've known when to set down some of the tasks that you need to do to still love and be with the family and the people that you enjoy. And everybody's family is different. Some people it's literally their relatives, and other people it's the family that they consider family. So it looks like you're trying to have a balance within that, just recently in your past. So that's good, because you have a lot. You're taking on a lot. I mean, the Ten of Wands have shown up twice here, so you're taking on a lot right now. And it's also saying, going up to the other Ten of Wands, that you really have the hopes that you're going to be able to take it on, all these projects, and you're also going to come through it like the Star card. The Star card is really great. It's a card that sometimes comes after trials and tribulations, and this person normally this person is naked, but because of YouTube, I've had to come in and paint in little bathing suits on people, because they have like these strikes that they'll do on your channel if you have any nudity, even if it's in cartoon form. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just paint everybody. Anyway, normally she's clean, she's clear, she's the star, has all of her energies, you know, going with the like the Pleiades, energetic, the purity, and coming through being uniquely herself in her energies. She's stripped away her old identities, like old identities of old clothes, or old identities, or old stuff that you used to be, right? Don't need it anymore. And now you just want to be clearly your soul of you and the reflection of what that is. So, you know, your hopes are that you're really coming into that and you can be that while taking on all of the actions of the task that you're trying to do. So good luck with that. You know, you got a good attitude down here, so it looks like you're doing it. It looks like you've got forward focus in your wands of the actions that you know you need to take. So coming into let's go to over here. Oops, this one. Okay, so let's go into forward. It does say that there's going to be a little bit of anxiety of having a few worries on some things that you have to take on. So your mind's worried about it, but it is saying that look towards the people in their different crafts that are going to help you manifesting. They know what they're doing in their areas. And the babies are playing and everything. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphones, but I'll move forward. So there are people within their own skill set that are not yours, but they'll know how to do it. So within these anxieties, step forward and get together with your teammates and hand over like some of the projects and some of the things you need to do, and you'll problem solve. Don't just stick in your head of, you know, how am I going to figure this out? Start making some phone calls and let other people do their magic too. Okay, so let's see. Moving to the forward line. Okay, this one's kind of funny. It does talk about you're afraid of looking like a fool a little bit. Maybe it has to do with these old wounds of caring too much too about what somebody thinks or the way they're supporting you. It's talking about an Ace of Cups. Now you have lots of aces around. You've got the Ace of Swords, you've got the Ace of Cups, you've got the Ace of Wands. So you've got a lot of new projects, new things, you know, new coming into your life. And the Ace of Swords, you also have to be careful with the Ace of Swords, because even when you get it, you got to make sure it's not too extreme. The Ace of Swords can come into extremes, like I really think this is good or I really think this is bad, and you got to be careful with that with the Ace of Swords. So like temperance there, and remember that. Don't get overly up or down on anything that when you get new information. Okay, so with the other ones in the future, it's talking about the Ace of Cups, about something that you have a lot of love in and you're afraid of looking foolish with this love of yours that you have. So once again, like, don't be afraid to look foolish. We always are, though. I mean, that's just a constant within human nature. It's not easy to get beyond that sometimes, especially if some way someone's making fun of you or something. It's hard. You just got to move forward with your loves. It's your love. It's your Ace of Cups. It's one of your loves. Don't let someone else spill your cup of love. They may try. You just keep going. You fill that back up with your heart and you keep going. It's right. Okay, so also it says continue on with your passions, of your emotional passions, of the actions, the new actions that you're taking. Keep forward with that. Keep looking for those and fulfilling those cups, bringing them forward. It does say in a little bit far future that something's going to happen. It's the Tower card. It's not something that's completely unexpected, but most of the time the Tower card is something you can't plan for. It's something that kind of, not that I want to use the word explodes, but kind of explodes in your life and you got to handle it. The cards are telling you handle it like a King of Wands. He's coming through stable, and he's got this covered. So it's kind of like King of Wands is like a coach or someone of action, the captain of the team. I mean, he's quite the leader in actions. And so when this Tower card happens, it's like, okay, we got this. This is what we're going to do. Da 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 da. This is the game plan. Da da da. You know, da 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 da. So it's saying handle it that way. So when this Tower comes along, and you know, derails you and like, oh, got to handle this now. Didn't expect that coming. Do it. Do it like the King of Wands, and he's got it covered. And I mean, he's on it. It's good. So at least you got that. Because Tower card's not fun when it comes, but that's life. So let me take a moment. Over here in the kind of the environmental area, it does talk a little bit about a relationship where someone close, it might be a little bit immature within the suggestion. They're trying to suggest the ways they think you should take the actions to take on your projects. And you're not totally in agreement with them. It's kind of a light area of your reading, so I'm not going to overly focus on it. Hi, Romeo. Here comes Romeo. Romeo is just eating. Hi, baby. Okay, so we're going to take a moment. We'll come right back with wrap up. All right, let's do this wrap up. You got this, Taurus. Yeah, so old wounds of someone you care about not supporting you necessarily the way you would like them to support you. You know, that's the way it happens. New information, you don't know exactly what you want to do with it. Maybe you don't need to do anything at all with it. Maybe that's just the way it is. That's just their thing. It doesn't mean your value or worth is less, and it still hurts. You're right in the middle of the hurt in it, and you know the truth, but what are you going to do sometimes? You just got to keep moving forward. Let's see. You know, other aspects of it. Don't be afraid of looking like a fool of some things that you love. Just keep moving forward. There's a little bit of a Tower card of something coming up, but you take it like a team captain and just handle it. Your respective hangman position of looking on things, be the Queen of Swords, and look at the facts. Don't take things too personal. And just really look at the truth of the situations and sit in it. Taurus is really good at being grounded and sitting in it, but just look at the facts. Okay, you're doing good with your attitude, your world, you're right on track, you're focused, you know what you're doing, you're really taking on a lot of tasks right now, you're balanced in that, your objective in becoming purely, you know, you and cleanly you're energetic is so you, I mean, your hopes and fears, you're on the hopes, and your attitude's good. If you come up to a little bit of anxiety, let people help you in their crafts, get on the phone, start making that happen. I mean, and in general, I mean, you're doing good. You're doing really good. This pain is not fun. That's not fun. It's not fun for anyone. But, you know, we are in the time period of wounds, deep old wounds, to reflect in it to come up again and possibly trigger you and then say, well, what do I want to do with that? You know, how do I want, what actions, or maybe no actions at all. It's just sometimes understandings. So this is your basic wrap up. You're doing good. Taurus, I'm so thankful always for your energies, and you're very grounded and you're very helpful to everybody else. So you've got this. I'm sorry you're feeling a little bit of pain. And just know that we love you, okay? Mush mush.